Okay, 1906, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score there. 13,000 games for pawn in blitz, that's impressive. What am I on? About 6? Oh, just gone through 7. I've just gone through 7,000 games. Now, I've picked 5 minutes for this one, so we've got that little bit of time. It's generally good to meet a diagonal with a diagonal, just as a underlying principle. So we'll just castle, or he takes, okay. It feels like he's playing this maybe a little bit too quick. Let's just try and gain space and maybe queen up if the knight jumps in. Let's play across first and prepare a pawn push. It does kind of concede some ground, but it tries to open things up. If in, I can play a queen up, but it does make scope for the bishop to come in further down the line. Okay. I'm just going to risk this and push the pawn forward straight away. He has indeed come down, so we'll pop the rook on the dark square. Okay, it opens everything up though. Not without significant risk though. Significant risk. Let's develop our bishop and just hit the pawn. I don't think I can risk putting the rook forward, can I? Because the knight can jump around a lot. So that feels a bit risky to me. Is there anything here? No, I think I'm just going to drop back. I'm not really too focused for this game. I probably should take a break. I'm just looking at knight up now. There's no way he's going to take and give me a better pawn structure, so it feels like a good square for the knight. If I move my knight the bishop, you've got to be careful about f3. Okay, so I don't think I can really keep this pawn. But maybe now I could play rook forward. Actually, can I? No, I'm going to play knight across. Because I hit the bishop, he does trade. But I can take the knight first because I attack the queen. I assume he's going to take back. Has he found a trick like knight forward or something? Has he found some sort of trick? Yeah, he's got queen takes. Okay. So have I got anything here? I'm going to come back again and hit the pawn. There is knight takes here, which is a bit of a problem, but I think I'm fine to take. Lose a rook, gain a pawn, but he can gain a pawn here. Yeah, I've played a poor game here. Very, very poor. Yeah, it's exactly what he's gone for. Okay, so we have to take. We have to play across. So we've just ended up lots of pawns down. 2 pawns down. Okay, we attack 2, but it's easy to defend them. So can we play up here? I don't think so. I'm just going to play this like a bullet game now. I've messed this one up, so I won't worry too much about actually playing the game. Oops. If I go there, he can check and force the queen off the board. Okay. Let's come across, hit the pawn. Okay, back. Let's come down, hit the pawn and try and push, maybe check. I don't think I've got time to go taking here. I don't think I'm in time for that. Let's push. Okay, he has come forward. But now I can check, right, and try and collect. This is the big danger. If I get this pawn off the board, I'm kind of half back in the game. Half back in the game. But yeah, you can tell some games that you play at the wrong speed for the time control. That's what I've been doing a little bit here. I've got to try and use the 5 minutes. I'm playing 5, not 3. So I think rook up looks very common sense here. We hit both pawns, so you can't just push to get out the way. And if he defends here, I go this way, right? So I don't think I need to burn all my clock here. Just common sense. Everything guards everything. His king is very open. If he can find a way to get his rook and his queens around the back, then I could be in trouble as well. Like something like this with the rook teaming up. But It needs moves, doesn't it? So we don't want to take there and trade. There is no tricks that I can see. So I think just queen back here, and then we hit all the pawns again. The rooks guard each other. Now can he go across and guard though? No, I think I can still take. If he moves this pawn, we take here. So I think we're okay to collect the pawn. So now we've got our 2 pawns back, and the clocks are about level. So can we maintain focus? Some days you just get these days where your concentration just isn't there, and you can tell your concentration isn't there. You probably just stop, but I'm just playing for the fun of it and passing a bit of time, aren't I? So it doesn't matter if games go wrong. Now I'm looking at queen up here to pressure this pawn, but also to discover and come in. That's my idea here. So I'm going to go up here just with a basic threat to hit this pawn as well. As long as my king's got this bailer, but once his rooks get active, I've got a potential problem. If he can just get his queen on the right square, that's what he's gone for there. So take, check, up. I think I'm still fine. Now, rook across. Is there a trick like going forward? No, you can take both ways. Rook up, queen takes, check, up. He's fine, isn't he? Rook across. I'm just going to grab the pawn. Check, of course, I've only really got one move, so I don't need to think about that. But I do need to think about this, and I'm taking this way just because I've got the potential for check. And I'm still covering the check here if I step up in one move, but it could be dangerous if he gets his queen on that diagonal. But equally, he's then got to think about his own back rank issues if he wanders forward. So he's seen the threat. Okay, so I assume I just want to come back and pressure this pawn now. Then what does he do? My outer pawn's very valuable, but I want to try and create an option to pin the queen if I can. Probably a theoretical draw. If the pawns come off 4 versus 3, it's going to be very difficult. So do I trade the queen? I can pin the queen now. Trade, rook takes, and that's going to be very tough to win. So is there anything better, like queen up? Let's play queen up for now. Just try and keep some gentle pressure on, like push the pawn. If he takes, take back. Again, so he's inviting the trade. But has he allowed rook across now with a back rank issue? I think he has. I'm threatening the back rank 2 different ways now. But can we find that knockout blow? But queen across, we just come up. He'll have to step up. But maybe he's fine. Maybe he can do that. Actually, no, he can't step up because of the queen. The queen across just walks into the rook. Queen might have to go back this way, which he's found. But surely if I just go up here now, if he pushes, I check. That's crushing, isn't it? If he pushes, I actually check, and I'm threatening the back rank anyway. If he goes here, I think I just play rook to the 7th rank. I don't see how he defends it. That doesn't mean he can't. I might be just not seeing it, but... Yeah, we've managed to turn it round. It felt like we were busted, didn't it? Let's see what it was in engine language, because I managed to actually turn that round. It's a good job I didn't try and trade the queens there. So let's just put this through the engine. So it's 40 moves. They're the move times for both players. So let's request an analysis. So this is Stockfish 17 doing this. I'll just turn my little fan off there. Apologies if the microphone picks up any noise from that fan. Yeah, so we are worse. I thought we were. Felt like we were worse. I'd messed up in the opening. We're -4. Wow. Well, that's why you don't resign some games, because some games you think, well, I'm lost here, I'll just resign, get on with another game, which is fair enough, nothing wrong with that. So we played 90% versus 84 accuracy, CPL 27 and 45. My average is a little bit, what, about 36, something like that, 37. So not a bad game at my level. It's not flagged any bad blunders, but we still get to -4. So what did we do here? We should have played rook to b5 instead of knight into the centre, and try and pretend that we're going to guard this pawn. That wasn't a move I was really considering. I just didn't see any long-term way to guard the pawn, but that's what I should have done. If we just keep an eye on this eval here. I should have played the knight in straight away to a check. Queen takes and takes, I guess. So, trying to be a little bit too clever here. Oh, and then this position is virtually level. So we've already gone through the -4. I just missed where it was. Oh, it was in this position. So when I played knight to e5, okay. And then from then on, it's just come gradually back closer to level. Then in this position, it's where our opponent just starts to go wrong. We're back to level now, but we find a way to actually win this pawn back. That's the crucial bit. And then he's wandered the king in over instead of out over. Probably better to go to the corner and reserve h7. And then the king's just wide open. It's just a case of manoeuvring then. And we've managed to simplify, but we didn't go for the queen trade here. So if we trade the 2 pawns, 4 against 3 all on the same side is likely to be a draw with correct play. But then we've managed to just find a way to crack through. Yeah, +7. So we're threatening check here. If you push your pawn to hit the queen, we can check anywhere. And if you play a move like, what, say rook back to guard the back rank twice, we just play rook into d7 and we've got a checkmate threat coming this way. So it turned out to be a good win from a very dicey position.